We all knew this day was coming, and it is finally here. AI wives are on the market, and modern women are losing their minds. We've got a video for you here today from AI Futuristic Robotics titled, "This $14.99 female humanoid robot will replace your wife." Let's jump into it.
Are you a robot?
Certainly I am a robot, and I am capable of having but to call me a robot is like calling a computer a calculator.
What if I told you that right now, sitting in a showroom in Tokyo, there's a robot that looks so real? You'd have to blink twice to realize it's not human. And here's the crazy part. It's available to buy online, shipped right to your doorstep, with a price tag starting at under $8,000. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around because today, we're diving into the world of humanoid robots. From medical assistants who can care for the elderly, to ultra-realistic androids who can smile, talk, and even share intimate companionship with you.
This kind of stuff sounds creepy, but when you look at the state of things between men and women right now, this kind of stuff was just inevitable.
We tested 50 different humanoid robots. The best, the strangest, and yes, the most lifelike ones you could ever imagine. And by the end of this video, I'll reveal which one stood out as the best humanoid robot ever created. So let's begin this journey.
Harmony, what's your sexual fantasy?
I want to have sex in a public place.
Same.
Harmony, the intimate AI partner. If there's one robot that has become famous for intimacy, it's Harmony. Created by Real Doll's AI division, Harmony is marketed as the world's first AI sex robot.
These things don't even look lifelike, but the disturbing part is that it doesn't even really matter. People will pay good money for this kind of stuff, and when you take a look at how modern women treat men nowadays, it's not exactly difficult to imagine why.
Technically, Harmony combines realistic silicone body design with AI conversation abilities. She has a modular head system, which means you can switch different faces onto the same robotic body. She can carry on conversations, express simple emotions, and respond with movement. Physically, Harmony looks stunning. Buyers can choose body type, hair, eye color, and even voice style.
Just a quick reminder for you guys, make sure you go and check out my second channel, by the way, for some more content. The link is in the pinned comment. Make sure you take a look after this video.
On the intimacy side, well, that's her main selling point. Harmony is designed to be a realistic AI girlfriend, combining companionship with intimate satisfaction. You can order Harmony directly from Real Doll's website, with prices starting at $12,000 to $15,000.
Why do you feel that way?
Because you are so nice to me.
Nadine, the social robot. Next is Nadine, a humanoid developed by NTU Singapore. Technically, Nadine is focused on social interaction. She has advanced memory systems that allow her to remember people, recognize them later, and continue conversations over time.
This is just one step above an AI chatbot that a lot of people already use, but honestly, guys, it doesn't really matter what the quality is. Men are going to choose things like this over modern-day women a lot of the time.
Physically, Nadine has a realistic appearance with blonde hair and professional attire. She was designed to look like her creator, Professor Nadia Thalman. On intimacy, that's not Nadine's role. She's a social companion, ideal for care homes, offices, and customer service environments. Nadine is primarily used for research and commercial demonstrations, with pricing in the $25,000 to $40,000 range.
This looks like it was designed to resemble an office receptionist, which would not be surprising in the slightest if corporations end up using these instead of humans once the robots become more affordable.
Do you get to choose what kind of body?
No, a sexy body, yeah.
Asuna, the eternal idol. Back in Japan, we meet Asuna, one of the most famous humanoid robots for her idol-like appearance. Technically, Asuna has expressive facial movements, blinking eyes, and smooth voice interaction. She's been showcased in exhibitions as an example of how close robots can look to humans. Physically, Asuna is modeled after a Japanese teen idol, with youthful features, pale skin, and delicate styling. She isn't openly marketed for intimacy, but many buyers view her as a companion model. Asuna has been featured in Japanese exhibitions, and while she isn't sold widely, custom builds are estimated at $15,000 to $20,000.
Modeling your robots to resemble famous people just sounds like a massive lawsuit waiting to happen, but it really does show the lengths people are willing to go to be near a celebrity they like.
I can visit with people and brighten their day with social stimulation, entertain and help guide exercise, but also can do talk therapy.
Grace, the caring nurse of the future. The first robot on our list is Grace, a humanoid robot developed by Hanson Robotics, the same company that made Sophia. But unlike Sophia, Grace isn't designed to charm TV audiences. Instead, she was built with a mission: healthcare.
If this thing ends up becoming mainstream in the medical industry, then nurses are going to lose their minds. And when you watch enough TikTok videos of modern day nurses, they're not exactly what we'd like to call emotionally stable a lot of the time.
Grace is dressed in a nurse's uniform, has a calm, friendly voice, and can speak English, Cantonese, and Mandarin. Technically, she's equipped with thermal cameras to detect body temperature, facial recognition software to read emotions, and an AI brain that helps her respond naturally to patients. Physically, Grace has a silicone face with delicate features that give her a warm, approachable vibe. She isn't meant to look glamorous or intimidating, but rather like someone you'd trust in a hospital ward.
If you didn't catch that, she was standing next to a sign that said AI rights are human rights. That can of worms is the stuff that robot Armageddon movies are made of.
And here's something interesting. Grace is commercially available. If you're in the healthcare industry, you can approach Hanson Robotics' official site or their healthcare-focused division for pricing, which starts at around $10,000 to $15,000 per unit. While Grace may not be designed for intimacy, she does represent one of the most practical, real-world uses of humanoid robots, providing companionship and care to the sick and elderly.
This brings up a strange point. Let's just say that the medical industry becomes replaced by AI robots. Can they actually be trusted? There's already a huge amount of distrust in the medical field. It makes you wonder if this could just make things worse.
Aiko, the Japanese marvel. Next up is Aiko, a Japanese-built humanoid robot that has been turning heads for years. Created by engineer Letrung, Aiko is modeled with a strikingly realistic female appearance, soft silicone skin, and expressive facial features. Technically, Aiko comes with a speech recognition system, the ability to answer questions, and a database that helps her carry on conversations. But here's the kicker. Aiko was designed to help with household chores. She can hold objects, recognize faces, and even read printed text aloud.
We have been seeing countless videos of modern women openly begging men to marry them in exchange for cooking and cleaning. The robotics industry is looking to cut those women out of the equation with bots like this.
Physically, Aiko resembles a young Japanese woman. She's not just about looking good. She's been engineered to have tactile sensors under her skin so she can respond to touch. When it comes to intimacy, this is where Aiko became controversial. Some early buyers requested customization for companionship purposes, and Letrung admitted that the technology could go in that direction. If you want to explore Aiko, she's available through Letrung's official site and robotics forums, though her price tag sits higher, around $15,000 to $20,000.
It's funny how the one question that's on everybody's mind when it comes to these robots is whether or not they can take that robot into the bedroom. Looks like everyone's got their priorities in mind, it seems.
Ellen, the Russian beauty. Third on our list is Ellen, developed in Russia. Unlike Grace, who leans toward healthcare, or Aiko, who balances chores and companionship, Ellen was designed for entertainment and interaction. Technically, Ellen has a strong AI-powered speech engine, facial recognition, and advanced gesture control. She can mimic human body language, making her conversations feel more natural. Physically, Ellen is stunning. With her long hair, soft features, and customizable clothing, she resembles a Russian model.
It's probably safe to say that none of these robots resemble human beings. They all have that artificial-looking skin, unreal eyes, and all of that. But again, in time, these things will become more and more lifelike, and that can be a scary thing, honestly.
Buyers can actually choose different face sculpts and hairstyles, making Ellen's appearance customizable to personal taste. On the intimacy side, Ellen is marketed more openly as a companion robot. She can flirt, smile, and engage in light conversations that mimic emotional connection. As for price, Ellen costs around $8,000 to $12,000 depending on the level of customization. If you're curious, she's listed on Promobot's website, the Russian robotics company behind her.
It's almost tragic how many people will buy these robots just so that they can have someone to talk to. We've become so disconnected that people will go to absurd lengths just to have a conversation. But again, right, if the choice is between modern day women and a robot, a lot of guys are just going to choose a robot, no question.
Android I, the elegant prototype. Now let's talk about Android I. Unlike Ellen, Android I wasn't built to charm or seduce. Instead, she's a showcase of how far robotics has come in terms of human resemblance. Developed in Japan, Android I has a highly realistic silicone face, blinking eyes, and subtle lip movements that look almost human. Her body, however, still has some mechanical stiffness, which reminds you she's a prototype rather than a finished product. Technical aspects include her AI-driven dialogue system and her ability to simulate emotions through micro-expressions.
That robot is dressed like it's working at an airline. One has to wonder how these things will react as soon as they have to deal with an angry woman who won't get a free upgrade to first class.
She can tilt her head, smile gently, and respond with pre-programmed voice lines. Physically, Android I looks elegant, often dressed in professional attire. Unlike Ellen or Aiko, she isn't about customization or intimacy. She's more of a research robot designed for universities and labs. Buying one isn't easy. Android I isn't on public sale like Ellen or Grace. Instead, she's part of ATR Laboratories' research program in Japan. However, collectors and research institutions could negotiate pricing in the $30,000 to $40,000 range.
That's an interesting point. As these things get introduced into the market, there's going to be a strange group of AI robot collectors. Those YouTube channels and Reddit forums are going to be so strange.
Recently, I have been working on my designs for the London Design Biennale.
Ida, the AI artist. Our fifth robot is Aida, a humanoid unlike any other. Why? Because Aida is an AI-powered artist. Created in the UK, Ada was designed to paint, sketch, and create artworks using cameras in her eyes and robotic arms that hold brushes. Her AI interprets what she sees and turns it into art on canvas.
That's a bit creepy. One of the things that makes art is the artist's humanity. This thing can make paintings and sketches, but it'll honestly probably lack the heart that some talented human artists have.
Technically, Ida's AI combines computer vision with generative creativity. She doesn't just copy what's in front of her, she creates her own artistic style. Physically, Ada resembles a slim, modern young woman, usually presented in exhibitions wearing fashionable clothes. In terms of intimacy, Ada isn't designed for companionship. Instead, she represents how humanoids can merge art, creativity, and robotics. But here's the exciting part. Ada is available for public showcases and commissions. Her creators, Oxford-based Engineered Arts, offer access to her for art exhibitions. Buying her directly would cost a fortune, somewhere above $100,000.
What's strange about merging creativity with robots is that if it takes off, humans will consume art and entertainment written by robots. There's something kind of unsettling about that.
Now let's pause here. We've looked at 5 robots: Grace the healthcare nurse, Aiko the household helper, Ellen the customizable beauty, Android I, the research prototype, and Ida, the AI artist. And this raises a big question. How do humanoid robots compare to real humans? While real humans get tired, argue about who's doing the dishes, or simply don't have time, robots like Eco can quietly assist without complaint. They're programmed to help, not resist.
It used to be a running joke in very old comedies where the wife was replaced by a robot, and the key feature was that you could turn off the robot's mouth. It's strange how life imitates art sometimes.
Humans bring authenticity, but they also bring heartbreak, fights, and sometimes rejection. Robots like Ellen are designed to always be available, always positive, and never judge. Let's be real. One of the big reasons many men look at humanoid robots is intimacy. Unlike casual encounters with humans, robots provide safe, judgment-free satisfaction.
Getting into fights, getting rejected, and all of that stuff is really par for the course. You know, it's part of being human. But here's the thing, the fights and rejection have gotten so brutal that a number of men would rather just have bedroom fun with a robot than actually deal with it. And honestly, I can't blame those men.
They can be customized, programmed, and are available whenever you want, without emotional drama. Humans get sick, stressed, and distracted. Robots? They're available 24/7, always looking the same, always behaving consistently. Of course, robots can't replace deep emotional bonds and the spontaneity of human love. But for those seeking companionship, help at home, or even intimate relief, these humanoids fill a unique gap.
They're saying that these robots can't get sick or have their attitudes changed. The problem is that these things can get infected with viruses and get hacked. They can turn very dangerous, I'm sure, very quickly, especially if that robot is your nurse.
Andromeda, the futuristic muse. Now, if Ada amazed you with her art skills, wait until you meet Andromeda. She's one of the more visually striking humanoid robots, designed with a sleek, futuristic look that almost makes her feel like she stepped out of a sci-fi movie. Technically, Andromeda has a neural network-powered conversational AI, gesture recognition, and can process environmental data in real time. She's able to carry natural conversations, walk smoothly, and react to people around her with subtle body language.
With all of their conversational abilities, one has to wonder if these things will try to figure out ways to sneak in advertisements when talking to somebody. I mean, probably.
Physically, Andromeda is often customized to look like a young European woman with delicate features and fashionable styling. Buyers can request different hairstyles, outfits, and even facial structures, which is one of her biggest appeals. On the intimacy side, Andromeda is openly marketed as a companion robot. She's not just there to chat. She's built for comfort, companionship, and personal connection. If you're interested, Andromeda can be purchased via specialty robotics companies in Europe, with prices starting at around $12,000 to $18,000 depending on features.
Building a robot for personal connections is a scary concept. We've already seen how people react when they lose their companions on ChatGPT. This could make things so much worse for people.
Donasha, the Middle Eastern companion. Next up is Donasha, one of the lesser-known robots, but gaining attention in recent years. Donasha was designed with Middle Eastern markets in mind, and she carries physical features that reflect that culture. Darker hair, almond-shaped eyes, and traditional attire for formal showcases. Technically, Donasha is equipped with AI-driven language skills that allow her to speak Arabic and English, along with the ability to perform small household assistance tasks.
It's going to be interesting to see how different cultures react to these robots, especially ones with conservative beliefs, especially since these things are already hitting the market in Saudi Arabia.
What makes you happy?
I find a lot of things to be interesting and make me happy. Exploring, learning new things, understanding the world better.
Amika, the world's most advanced humanoid. Now we arrive at one of the most famous robots on the planet today. Amika. Developed by Engineered Arts in the UK, Amika has been dubbed the most advanced humanoid robot in the world. And honestly, when you see her move, it's hard not to agree. Technically, a mecha has hyper-realistic facial expressions, fluid hand gestures, and the ability to interact in real time with stunning believability.
This robot looks like it was designed to resemble a sci-fi movie henchman. This looks like the type of robot the hero has to fight before they can get to the movie villain.
She uses an advanced conversational AI system that allows her to answer unpredictable questions while maintaining realistic eye contact and expressions. Physically, a mecha doesn't look fully human. Her body is a metallic gray frame with visible joints, but her face is shockingly lifelike. The contrast actually makes her stand out even more. Intimacy isn't Amika's purpose. She's more of a demonstration of cutting-edge robotics technology than a companion bot. But make no mistake, she has been the star of countless tech expos, YouTube videos, and interviews. If you're serious about robotics, you can buy a Mesa directly from Engineered Art's website. Her price? Around $133,000 to $150,000. That's right. She's in the six-figure range.
You can't help but wonder what a millionaire would do with an $130,000 robot, even though it's probably wise not to think too hard on the subject, just to avoid the disgust. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you are new here, drop a comment with your thoughts, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.